So our agenda for today, boys and girls, 15.1 is an apply your knowledge activity on page 79. You have to match the workers to suitable job advertisements and then complete sentences with 1 to 3 words. In 15.2, test yourself activity, where you will read the strategy box first, and then it's a bit of reading practice. Exercise 15.3 is your worksheet, which is based on questions. We're going to be looking at questions today. And 15.4, you're going to create a small survey of 4 questions for a class to answer in the forum. Okay, our end in mind is to be able to ask questions efficiently in a variety of tenses. Right, so WH questions, we've done this before. Who, boys and girls? Put it in the text. What do we use who for? We use who for what kind of questions when we're talking about what? When we're talking about people. What about when? You pop it in the chat. A time, excellent, Gethsemane. Nice, Dara. Where? We use where for place. What about what? Dara, perfect. Good, Jonas. Why? Excellent, Dara. And the last one, how? What do we use how for? Ivan, perfect. There's a good boy. We use how for explanations. Wonderful. So that was easy. Nice recap on the WHs. How, also, you can use it with other words like how long, how much, and they have a different meaning. But we'll look at that another day. Right, auxiliaries. Present simple. Something you like chocolate. Do you like chocolate? Something you okay. What is the auxiliary in there? Thank you, Etienne. We have are in that question. That is also an auxiliary we use for present simple questions. And the last one. Remember, we looked at this to talk about abilities. When we're talking about abilities, we've got can, which we use for abilities. Okay, past tense. Thank you, Jonas. Good work. What do we use for you? Thank you, Joanna. Well done. And then the last one, Santiago. Good boy. So we have could. Those are the auxiliaries that we use in the present simple and past simple questions. You notice that they go before the subject. We have, are you talking to me? Present continuous question. What about the next one? Something, she talking to me. Remember, it's the verb to be that we use. Joanna. Very good. Is she talking to me? Here's your question. I. What have we got for I? There we go. Jonas, it's great work today. Good boy. So there we have our auxiliary verb before the subject, and we have one example using a WH before the auxiliary. So what, and this one should be nice and easy, what are we going to do? Okay? Now, in past continuous, what is the verb to be that we use for you in past continuous? Jonas, perfect. were. When the subject is she, what auxiliary do we use? Hector Lion, very good boy. When it is I, we're answering this one. Isabel, excellent. Was I talking to you? And finally, very good, Ernesto. But here is present and past perfect. So remember, present perfect, we use has or have as our auxiliary verb. And our main verb is in past participle. PP, Emma, if you remember. And then in past perfect, the auxiliary is had regardless of the subject. So we always use had in past perfect. So we have our main verb with the ing. Which word is missing in that sentence? Have you watching the new series? Which word is missing in that sentence? Remember that INGs are always accompanied in continuous sentences by the verb to be. There it is. Have you been watching the new series? Thank you, Etienne. And in past perfect continuous, what changes? Thank you, Lion. So that changes, and what comes next? So that stays the same. You see the difference? Have you been talks about present, up to the present. Had you been talked about in the past. Up to a point in the past, okay? So we'll move on, and I'll put it up here for you. Will. Good, Timothy? Okay, so future continuous, we're going to use will, you. Now, what word's missing? Etienne, thank you. Will you be going to their party tonight? Future perfect. So we know we're talking about the future. We're going to have will again. He. What do we use for perfect sentences? Will he have finished by the morning? And finally, a future perfect continuous sentence. We know what it's going to start with, don't we? All of these future questions have started with, they've all started with will. Good. Perfect. So it's going to be the same. Perfect. Will you have, and then continuous, remember, is your verb to be in past participle. Jan, you've got it, sir. Well done. Will you have been? Look at the answers and write the question for me. So the clue is to look at the auxiliaries that they have used in the answer. So for the first one, yes, I'll be at school tomorrow. What was the question? What are we going to start with? Good. So we've got will. Then we need our subject. What is the subject? Will you? Good. Will you? And then finish it off with the information in the answer. Will you, look at the answer, will you be at school tomorrow? What are we going to start with in the second question? Look for the auxiliary. So you can see the auxiliary is can. So we're going to put that first in our question. And then your subject again. Then we need our verb. Can you help? Etienne, excellent. Can you help me with my exam? Next one is a little bit more tricky. We're going to use a WH. You will see the verb went is in past tense. It is in simple past. So our question is going to be in simple past. We're going to start with, because it's a place, south of Mexico, which WH we're going to use? Good. Where? Did, past simple question for a past simple answer. So we're going to use, where did she go? Good. To school. Where did she go to school? I just want to try these three more. They're in slightly more difficult tenses. I have been playing basketball for 5 years. What is the question? We're talking about a duration of time. So what do we use? Very good, Dara. How long? Now look at the answer. You will see the auxiliaries they've used. How long have? Then your subject, you, and then use what is in there. How long have you been playing basketball? Question mark. Tomorrow I'm going shopping with my mum. What is the question for this one? We're going to start with what? Good. Oh, Dara, almost perfect, Dara. Remember that your auxiliary verb goes before the subject. So not what you are, it would be what are you? Then your auxiliary, what are you? And then Dara had it correctly. Going to do tomorrow. Excellent, Isabel, excellent. And the last one, I'd been watching TV when the alarm started. Now, this one is a little bit difficult. Past perfect continuous. So we're going to start the same with the same WH. So what? Look for the auxiliary, which is next to the I. So what had? Now we need the subject. The subject. So what had you? And then we can just carry on with the information they've given us. Okay, so what had you been doing? Excellent. When the alarm started.